Happy Friday, everyone. Dr. Johnny Kirk here with Fitness Fridays, Season 6. And today I was asked an interesting question. Dr. Johnny, how do you build strength? I want to build strength in my body. I want to feel stronger. I want to be able to do more. And when it comes to strength, there's a number of ways to really do it. But first, before we go through how to build strength, I got to let you know you have to increase protein, you have to increase branched chain amino acids, and when you're building muscle, you're going to be sore, right? So that's why if you're doing it correctly, the soreness is a good indication of how you're getting stronger. But soreness is not fun. I've been sore for days after working out, and it hurts to move sometimes, and you move a little bit slower. But how to prevent that or to lessen that really is after your workouts, right away getting protein in your body. Throughout the day, you're drinking branched chain amino acids, which are building blocks to building muscle, and making sure you're drinking plenty of water to help with the lactic acid to detox that, right? Because just like we tell you with an adjustment, the soreness typically comes from lactic acid that builds up in the body. So the more water you can drink, the quicker you're going to be able to flush that out of your system, and also just kind of regulate how much that happens on your body. So first off, protein, branched chain amino acids, lots of water. But how do we build muscle, right? So I'm going to use a couple of examples here. Number one, I'm going to talk about the biceps, right? It's pretty easy to explain how to get strength with those. When it comes to lifting, you start high, okay? So you want to kind of reach a weight that you're going to be able to do for about 6 to 8 reps max. So for me, if I have my weights here, I'm going to start lower, and I might just do isolated muscle movement. So if this is my muscle that I want to focus on, I want to build strength, I'm going to do an isolated workout like this, right? But the key is I might be able to do 10, 12, 13, 14 reps of this, and then the key is to increase that weight, right? You want to then take 30 seconds, rest your body, increase the weight to a point where as you do it, you can feel those muscle fibers kind of almost tearing is what they call it, but that shows you that you're finally building enough strength in that body. So the system that I use is I'll do about 12 reps and then increase the weight about 5 pounds, go 10 reps, increase the weight about 5 pounds, go 8 reps. It's called a pyramid, if you can imagine. Now, there's other ways to build muscle though. The other thing I like to talk about is isometric contractions, right? So this is something that you do as a chiropractic client here when you're doing your neck tractions or your holds for your head. But for the bicep, for example, if I'm working on my bicep and I'm working on strength, what I'll do is isometric holds. So I'll lift and I'll hold in this position, and then I'll slowly decrease the range of motion. And then I'll go really far back up, right? It's kind of about speed, and then you hold it for a second, and then slow and control detox, lower your arms, go back up, and then slowly bring it back down. Now the key here is to also work the different parts of the muscle, right, to build strength. So for example, this is working more of my forearm and my outer bicep, but then when I bring my arms in and I have my palms down, I'll do the same lift, and I can feel it work the inner muscle of the bicep as well, right? So I love this one after doing a high weight, is trying to slow and control that motion. Now, the other thing I like is calisthenics, right? Using your body weight to build muscle. The bicep, you can do pull-ups. I have my TRX bands here. This is the other one I really enjoy doing. So for biceps, I have my TRX bands here. I'm in a good, stable position, and the motion is squeezing up through here, and then I'll squeeze my muscle. I mean, you have to contract that muscle and really feel like you're getting as much blood to that muscle as possible. So for TRX, I'm really focusing on form. I'm squeezing at the top, but here I'm probably going to do about 20 reps because calisthenics, your body should be able to perform and do more in that area, just like this. Now, lastly, the other thing I'll say is you have to switch up your grip, like I said. So if I'm doing, let's say, bicep curls with my barbell here, you can, number one, have an inner grip. So an inner grip here will allow you to work more of the inside muscle group on your bicep, right? So if I'm here, I'm using about 25 pounds here on each side, but I'm going to do about 8 reps here because that's the rate of my rep. But also, you want to be able to then use the outer part of your bicep and build strength in all parts of that muscle. Just like this, right? So now I'm switching my grip. You can see it's a little bit wider, but as I do it, I feel like I can do more because I'm working a different part of that muscle group. So, building strength. It's tough because it takes time, it takes effort, and you have to really work on how can I break down that muscle group. For me, higher weights, lower reps. Now, if you're trying to stay fit, I teach you the opposite, right? I want you to go low weight, high reps, get a good burnout, but exercise is about switching it up. You want muscle confusion. So, high weight, low reps, lots of protein, branched chain amino acids, and lots of water throughout the week. And you can do that with any muscle group. It doesn't just have to be arms, it can be shoulders, chest, legs, you name it. So, if you have any more questions, let me know. I'd love to help you build your body up and feel stronger. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll see you in the health center soon. Stay fit.